grow as a person, grow as an individual, and then you go out and you share all these things. You can't stop talking about the things that you learn.
I'll remember all the meetings we have for Phelps Scholars and hosting students and being able to show them how much we love the program.
The friendships that you create among this community is what is actually making this work.
I think it's just a great community. It's like a home away from home. Even though you're not home with your family, you have a little family here.
And you're just never alone. You're always surrounded by people, and it's just a pretty fun place to be at.
When people ask me, when will you go home, I will say in the Christmas break or in the summer holiday. But now, it's just after class, I can go home in Scott Hall. This gives me a sense of my family.
Everyone shares what they bring because we've got international students, out-of-state students, different cultures. So I mean, we got people cooking and we're always sharing. Everyone's door's always open. We can just walk in and hang out, and so it's real chill in that sense.
I think it's just a really friendly environment, and I've been able to meet my roommate there, who's now one of my best friends.
For me, it's the first time I've really been able to live in a community where I can be myself and be appreciated for it and find a lot of other people that I can appreciate for doing the same thing. I think it's a really real community.
In the first year seminar course, I remember Skyping with a survivor of the African War. It's different to like read about a survivor or watch a video, but to actually Skype with her and hear her explain what she went through. And just her everyday living situation was amazing and an opportunity I will never forget.
They taught us so much how to interact with other people and like people from different cultures, different races, and just how to be accepting and aware and conscious of everybody. And like one big thing for me was we had to read a book and it was called Neither Wolf Nor Dog, and I really didn't want to read it. And I'm like, I'm not interested in this at all, but I loved it and I learned so much about the Native American culture, and I'm so interested in that now. So I really learned just to be open and accepting to new things, and you might love it. So.
Whatever we were learning about in class, we could always take back to Scott and continue the discussion even after class ended if we were really talking but class was over. I mean, we all take the class together and we all live together, so it's really easy to continue those discussions, and that's what I liked best about it.
It's called Acts of Faith by Eboo Patel. That was one of the most interesting books I read about people from different religious backgrounds coming together, and I think it was a really good way to show us what Scott Hall could be like, or ways that we could improve our community amongst each other as Phelps Scholars.
I really like the speakers. The speakers was a really influential thing in my life, because I've seen like other people's perspective from other races, and I think that's really important to understand nowadays.
The professors, all the staff members are just really they really care about you, so just the fact that they always ask you how you are and are interested in who you are and in everything about you just made it very easy, and the people here seem to be very happy and just amazing. It's just an incredible environment.
I mean, everyone stereotypes and puts you in categories and stuff, and I knew that, I was aware of that. I didn't think I was ignorant about it, but I feel like I was after that course. But I learned even more and had more knowledge of other people and their feelings and how they react to certain things and how they want to be approached. And I don't know, it's just a growing experience that I had.
I think my favorite trip would probably be to the Islamic Center in Dearborn, Michigan. First of all, the Lebanese restaurant, the food was really fantastic. And then also I got to learn a lot about Islam from people who are actually Muslims, and I hadn't really been able to be exposed to a lot of that previously. So I think it was really educational, and it was really fun to just get to go experience these things with some of my friends from Scott Hall.
I think that the most memorable trip was the Conner Prairie trip, where we went to the museum, the African American Museum, and we went at night, so we got to do that like mock slave, the Underground Railroad. So, I mean, it was just really eye-opening to see what they had to go through.
I went on all the trips this year. They were really, really fun. Okay, the best part, it was the food. Because like, you know, going to the Cuban restaurant, the Lebanese restaurant, and the Indian buffet, that was awesome. But I also liked the African Museum the best because it was learning about my culture and kind of like experiencing like how we came about and what we have done with ourselves up till now.
This year we went to the Holocaust Museum in Detroit and we were able to actually see and speak with a Holocaust survivor. That was amazing. And the museum itself was beautiful, and how you, when you first go in, you go down a ramp to show how you're going into the situation, into the darkness. But at the end you come out in the light, and it's really nice to see that. Also in the fall we went to a Hispanic celebration and festival, and that was awesome because there was dancing and music and people were doing the bachata and the merengue and tango, so that was cool.
Chicago trips were incredible. I love those the most. Food is tremendous. Some of the best food I've ever had. I think the experiences of going to the African American church and the Chinese church was actually great, seeing a different perspective because I'm used to coming from a white, very all-white structured church, and it's so great to see how other people worship the Lord. And you know, it dawned on me that maybe they might worship in Chinese or Mandarin. So it's been very interesting and eye-opening once again.
Through this program, I had much more friends than I had before. I made much more connections than I had before.
You have a family on campus that, I mean, I know the program is 1 year, but you're prepared enough to go out into the world and apply what you learn in class, and you have those people around you that support you.
I think the Phelps College program is amazing, and I think everybody should do it, of course, because it just gives you so many more opportunities than if you didn't do it. And a big thing for me I really love are the adults in the program, like I said, because they are just such a support system, and they're there for you, and they want to help you along the way, just so you will be prepared as a student and as a person at Hope College. So.
What I would encourage you to do is throw yourself into a community, and the Phelps Scholar community is one of the best communities you can become a part of, and it'll be a part of you for the rest of your 4 years at Hope.
It has been a great experience, much more than I was expecting. I was expecting to be, you go to college and you like it, but I actually decided to stay here for the summer because I love it so much. I'm not going home.
I took the chance and I did it, and it's one of the best decisions that I've ever made, just because of all the experiences, the FYS class, the field trips, living in Scott Hall, all the people that you get to meet. So just overall, there's just so many elements to it that make it enjoyable and add to the experience of coming to Hope College.
You should come to Hope and you should be a Phelps Scholar because it's really awesome.
Oh, I love meeting the people here. They're just so nice. They're so nice.
Be ready to be open to people. Because initially when I came in here, I only wanted my door closed and everybody was just knocking on the door and whatnot. And then I tried the third day and everybody was friendly. So just be prepared to be open and make new friends.
It's been such a building block for the rest of my life. And I couldn't imagine my life without it now.
There is very little chance that you will ever experience living under the same roof with people from all around the world. So come and experience it here because it's amazing.